It's a fascinating social phenomenon, people who suddenly assemble to participate in bizarre pranks or just overthrow corrupt governments. It's flash mobs. Curtis Kent has the story.
What would inspire hundreds of people to gather together for a public pillow fight? Flash mobs. They started as pointless events and have grown into a social phenomenon. Flash mobs are massive groups of people that gather together in a public place through some type of digital interaction.
Flash mobs, what's to say? It's instant community, it's Web 2.0, it's all that the internet is and communication can be. It's getting together and having fun with complete and total strangers.
Most flash mobbers say the first one in the US happened back in 2003 in Manhattan, where people gathered together in a Macy's department store. People stood around the most expensive rug and told the sales staff that they were shopping for a love rug and that they made all their purchase decisions as a group. But flash mobs were being used in other parts of the world even before that, and not just for silly pranks. In 2001, the Power People 2 movement in the Philippines organized a flash mob through text messages to call for the removal of their president, Joseph Estrada. Later, in 2004, a mob in Romania came together during a jogging session to criticize the government for limiting freedom of speech. But here in the US, flash mobs have been used mostly as social events. In San Francisco, mobbers answered the call for a pillow fight on Valentine's Day. The event at Justin Herman Plaza kicked off when the Ferry Building clock struck 6. Hundreds of people showed up after receiving text messages, emails, blogs, and MySpace bulletins.
I also heard about it on the internet. I think it was last year I heard about it on Boing Boing.
This is the second pillow fight to happen in San Francisco.
My friend Dylan, my roommate, actually just told me about it. He's always online.
The glory of the internet. That's how I heard about the pillow fight. Made its way through emails and text messages and MySpace bulletins until it got around to me eventually.
Dave Bellman participated in both years' mobs.
I felt like the first one that happened in 2006 was very spontaneous. It was small. People were not expecting it. A lot of people didn't know about it. And the one that happened this past year just seemed very organized and felt very expected, so that people were really kind of planning for it, and it lost the spontaneity that I think is what's critical to making a flash mob a flash mob.
Are flash mobs becoming the new hip way for people in the know to get together? They can have powerful results on society and can be used as a social tool. Keep an eye on your emails. I'm Curtis Kent, reporting for CSU East Bay News.
Wow, I'm going to keep a close eye on my emails.
Online role-playing games such as World of Warcraft may look like child's play, but they're connecting thousands of people from all over the world. Here's our report.
The computer game industry is going through a war. It's the war of the massively multiplayer online role-playing games, or MMORPGs. They are the new trend for computer game companies. These games are special because they allow for play between thousands of people all over the world at the same time.
You know, the online community is almost a form of freedom of speech, because if anything, it's like a group of people hanging out via online, via video game.
You can just go home after a long day's work and easily kick back with hundreds of friends online to kill the enemy or just throw a dance party. Online games have developed a very unique cult-like following.
I hung out with my friends outside of games more, but I had one friend who actually started hanging out with their online friends more than their actual real-life friends, and they really got sucked into their game.
One of online gaming's greatest appeals is player versus player combat, or PvP, promoting an unusually competitive game experience. The online game at the top of the sales charts at the moment is a game called World of Warcraft. It was developed by Blizzard Entertainment and based on the acclaimed Warcraft universe. It has 9 million subscribers who pay a monthly fee of $15. Blizzard makes about $128 million a month in subscription fees alone. Fans flocked to stores to buy the expansion pack for the game, which sold 2.5 million copies the first day. Some popular musicians don't even sell that many CDs in a year.
The game came out on the 16th, and like every single EB and GameStop held a midnight launch, and our store like around 6 p.m. before the midnight launch, we already had like 20 people in line. Some of them like had chairs set up with their laptops and stuff, so it was pretty hype. And I heard by the time midnight launch started, we had like over 100 people.
The first day's sell-off shattered the record for most games sold in a day. Other game developers have not been ignorant of World of Warcraft's success. Over the past 4 months, big-name game companies such as Midway, Funcom, and Sony Online have all announced that they too are developing their own online games. Titles such as Lord of the Rings Online and Warhammer Online should be in stores as early as the summer. We will have to wait and see who comes out on top in a few months. In Hayward, I'm Nathan Jackson.
Professional wrestling is popular in the United States, but Mexican fans are cheering for a different kind of wrestling. It's Lucha Libre. James Cheatham has a report.
My name is Jesus Cruz. I'm the promoter of Promociones Califa, which is the Bay Area or NorCal's only Lucha Libre promotion.
Lucha Libre is a version of professional wrestling that has an emphasis on high-flying moves.
Lucha Libre is Mexican pro wrestling. It's the second most important sport in Mexico next to soccer. It's very appealing to grown-ups and to kids alike because the wrestlers wear masks. So that gives it something different, something that you don't see in American pro wrestling.
Lucha Libre is known for its mysterious masked wrestlers, known as luchadors. The mask is the most important element in a traditional Mexican wrestling costume. It is common for luchadors to put their mask on the line, and is shameful for any luchador to lose their superhero identity.
The significance is they're kind of like modern-day heroes down in Mexico. You know how a Batman had a mask, all these superheroes have masks. That's why they wear the mask, is to give them a separate identity from their everyday lives.
That is their identity. They'll wear that mask out to eat. Throughout town, they'll wear their masks. That's pretty much who they are. I have wrestled some of the luchadors in Promo Califa, Ultimo Tigre, and Golden Lion.
Lucha Libre in the Bay Area is becoming a big hit, with Cruz's wrestling promotion, Promo Califa.
Promo Califa was started by myself and a few friends with the idea of mixing Mexican Lucha Libre and American professional wrestling. And as time has went by, we've been promoting shows, and they've always been a mix of both styles, and that's what Promo Califa is.
Wrestler Ray Kejimura has performed in Promo Califa events, blending American and Mexican styles of wrestling.
I've wrestled for Jesus and Promo Califa many times. The product, the promotion itself is something different. It does bring something new to the table, and I think that's what fans look forward to, is to see something other than that American WWE campy entertainment style of wrestling.
Jesus Cruz showcased his brand of wrestling at the San Jose Mosca Youth Center, which receives 50% of the Promo Califa proceeds.
Kids can go hang out after school if they need help with homework. They have various sports activities, and it's pretty much a center for kids to go and stay off the streets, keep out of trouble.
Cruz is determined to take Promo Califa to the next level.
Our mission statement is to be one of the top wrestling promotions in general, not just Lucha Libre, in the Bay Area and beyond. I think our ultimate goal will be to eventually get a national TV deal, which is what everybody would want. Anybody that's in this business would want to be recognized nationally or even internationally. So that's what we're shooting for, and I think little by little we'll reach that goal.
This is James Cheatham, reporting from Cal State East Bay News.
From all of us here at CSU East Bay News, thanks for tuning in. Good night.
Good night.